I got up and I thought it was him, but he looked so heavy. I said, man, he's slender.
A state grand jury has indicted 38 reputed mobsters, including Nicky Scarfo, on racketeering charges. The suspected organized crime figures were nabbed in what law enforcement officials dubbed Operation Broadsword, as Deborah Zara reports.
Operation Broadsword took another jab at the heart of organized crime in New Jersey. Indicted today, 38 alleged key mob figures, among them Nicky Scarfo, charged with leading the Scarfo crime family from his prison cell by working through his son, Nicky Jr., also named in today's indictments. Attorney General Robert Del Tufo says the indictments will cripple 6 of the 7 leading crime families in the state.
We're talking about the Bruno Scarfo family, the DeCavalcante family, Lucchese, Genovese, Colombo, and then Gambino families.
Also indicted today, Newark Zoning Board member John Mavilla, charged with taking bribes from Newark-based Giordano waste haulers. Other charges that carry prison terms of 3 to 91 years include extortion, bribery, drug offenses, gambling, loan sharking, and the distribution of illegal video machines through the Greyhound Electronic Manufacturing Company.
Organized crime, it is charged, established protected locations for those machines and received 25% of the profits generated from those machines.
Although Scarfo is already serving a life sentence in prison, law enforcement officials say the family business is still very much alive, and they need to find a way to stop Scarfo from operating on the inside.
Maybe we ought to put some prohibitions as to whether he can have any visitors or allowed to use the phone or mail or whatever.
Authorities say indictments like these are crucial to getting to the core of organized crime.
I compare them to the Iraqi army. They're defeated, but they're still surviving, and we have to, in law enforcement, continue going after them, because if we don't, they'll rebuild themselves in time. Arraignments
are scheduled for early April in Camden, Essex, and Ocean counties. Deborah Zara, New Jersey Network News, Trenton.
And who wrote that out? You or your lawyer?
My lawyer signed it down here for a defense attorney. The information there, my lawyer filled it out, but I had signed it.
Did you supply the information to your attorney that he placed it before?
Yes, ma'am.
Before doing that, did you go with the questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any questions that you did not understand and your attorney explained?
No, I understood all the questions.
Did you therefore supply answers to them?
Yes, I did.
All the answers you gave to your attorney?
Yes, they were.
All the answers that you gave to your attorney based upon your own treatment?
Yes, they were.
Definitely from this one you will have.
I do understand that.
Does that in any way change your mind as to whether the plea did?
No, Your Honor.
This point, do you have any questions of your attorney, the prosecutor, myself, as to what's happening?
I just wanted to confirm with my lawyer. No, Your Honor.
Have all the answers you give me today been the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have all the answers you give me today been based upon your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
Remember what was taking place today? How do you plead to count 1 of this today?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Thank you. I am satisfied with the representations of counsel. The statement.
On the left.
Double-breasted suit.
Mr. Scarfo, can you give us any comments at all? Mr. Capone, can you talk about the case at all?
You're going to plead. You said lesser charges. Can you describe what those will be?
Sure.
Can you give us any comment on whether it would be a plea bargain or anything on the racketeering charges?
No comment at this point. Thanks.
Watch behind you, guys. Watch behind you.
Why did he get a higher sentence than the others when the charges were the same?
It was just basically what the state had felt the degree or level of culpability was as to each defendant.
What's your umbrella,
Why?
Barbara?
Why? Why was his...
Can you explain the conspiracy charge, Mr. Capone? That's what he pled guilty to. What does that mean?
As to my client, Mr. Scarfo, pleaded guilty to conspiracy to distribute video poker machines and aided and abetted in a corporate misconduct. No violence, nothing.
What did that mean, corporate misconduct?
I don't know.
Well, you obviously knew because you pleaded guilty to it. So
Well,
what
it's
was
corporate
the...
misconduct. It was basically that Mr. Scarfo aided, abetted a corporation to distribute video poker machines outside of Atlantic City.
Now, I understand these machines were also manufactured. Is that part of the charge as well?
I understand.
And they were manufactured so that they were able to switch between video poker and just...
Yes, Your Honor. On behalf of the defendant, my name is John Tiffany, T-I-F-F-A-N-Y. The law offices of Michael Critchley, C-R-I-T-C-H-L-E-Y, out of West Orange, New Jersey, on behalf of the defendant, Nicholas Oliveri.
Desire to retract or take back the prior plea of not guilty and then plead guilty to count one of the indictments. Is that correct? Correct. Before making this decision, did you discuss this with your attorney? I did. Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're admitting to the truth of the charge, or at least a portion of the charge? You're therefore giving up your rights to a trial. You're giving up your right to a jury trial. You're giving up the right to testify for yourself if you wanted to. If you didn't want to, if you remain silent, no one can force you to testify. You're giving up your right to present the evidence you have on your own behalf. You're giving up the right to testify. You're giving up your right, again, to remain silent. And finally, you're giving up your right to question or cross-examine witnesses the state might present against you. Yes, I do. Has anyone forced you, threatened you, or coerced you in order to get you to plead guilty? No. You understand that you don't have to plead guilty if you don't want to. You do have the right to go to trial. Yes. You understand? Yes. You're therefore giving up your rights to a trial. You're giving up your right to a jury trial. You're giving up your right to testify for yourself. If you wanted to, if you didn't want to, you can remain silent. Has anybody forced you, threatened you, or coerced you in order to get you to plead guilty? No. You understand? You don't have to give up any of these rights if you don't want to. You do have the right to go to trial. You should inform them of a statement by defendant. Again, I'll ask you a couple questions about that. Again, is that your signature, by the way? Yes. And again, is that your receipt off the plate?
Gambling and card games.
Tell me a little bit more about that. Were you involved in an agreement with other people that those activities take place?
Yes.
All right. Was this a north-going enterprise?
Yes.
Did the acts of gambling enter part of the gate was taken?
Yes. And once I get these articles, then I can believe. Fire away.
We'll walk around under the same one. Right? You would good carry that umbrella, Sal. Hey, Don, you're walking up one of my heels.
Okay.
10 count.
What did you just say?
10 count.
Can you go outside?
That's good. You can get it with your attorney? Yes. You understand that you will be pleading guilty and therefore admitting to the truth of at least some of the allegations? Yes. In doing so, you understand that you're giving up your right to a trial by jury, your right to present any evidence you have on your own behalf, your right to remain silent, no one can force you to testify, you're giving up your right to testify. You're also giving up your right to question or cross-examine the state might present against you. Do you understand that? Yes.
Yes.
On this count alone. In addition, you could receive a period of parole ineligibility of up to 5 years. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. With that in mind, please tell me what it is that you did that causes you to plead guilty.
I entered the agreement to promote gambling.
How many people are involved in the agreement?
Well, one.
All right. Was this agreement to be an ongoing, not one isolated, but over a period of time?
Long ago.
In what way were we going to promote gambling? In what way were we going to promote gambling?